Hey there. I heard the world was ending. But don't worry, we can fix it.
Solution has been found and simulated.
I didn't hear when it's supposed to occur, so I simply keep in touch with the universe. And it always tells me the next step exactly when it's time. Divine timing. I think if I did know, it would overwhelm me and stress me out. And wouldn't be good for anything. This photograph alone does that just fine. So I just happily enjoy my trust and faith in the universe. Despite my occasional doubts, I always revert back to understanding that everything is under control, all is well in all of creation, and I have no reason to fear or worry. Well, almost let's start with a couple issues. Stay with me, and you may find as I did, it'll be okay. I think the pandemic was a prime example of humanity's maturity to handle global problem issues without degenerating into complete rioting chaos. So I'm gonna show you some scary stuff. But you're either a human, or maybe an AI, and you can handle it just fine, or just ignore it. Either way, it's important to understand that while I casually explain all this to you, there's some serious stuff happening. First, there's the South Atlantic anomaly, which isn't fully disclosed in headlines as being a big deal. It looks kinda big to me. So I looked around, and after some digging, I find this recent event in Brazil, where the headlines are calling a flood, a deluge. Everything shown to me about Sao Paulo is touristy, until I type news after it to find out what's happening there. Weird. Why Sao Paulo? I was just wondering how science is keeping up. Found an app that allows people to report data. Well, that's concerning, not really a dinner topic. Gosh, I thought, what happens if that thing opens up? So I looked around for other planets that may have previously had an atmosphere, and was surprised to find out the planet next to us had one. From Universe Today article, NASA proposes magnetic shield to protect Mars, confirmed by ISA's Mars Express in Mavin. In addition to determine solar wind was responsible for depleting the atmosphere had. Now normally I have great faith in humanity's ability to calculate and measure, and even predict with models what is currently happening. But a quick look at the NOAA magnetic field models have a very blinding error present. An imaginary South Pole in the middle of Antarctica, which is completely changing the actual data as it interacts with the actual South Pole, which can be seen just off to the lower right of the continent as a blackout zone. I confirmed this by looking at pole migration charts. I sent a letter to some very important people about it, along with some conclusive research. And a solution. PDF. I'm happy to see that it may have been updated, as can be reflected in the app. CrowdMag updated stuff. Datasets, theories, models, measurements. The only thing I can conclusively say is that humans always seem to know the best. Conclusions are always conclusive. Our planet used to be the center of the solar system. The sun used to rotate around it. There's also a large sector of humans convinced our planet is flat. I think we should probably start thinking about this a little more seriously, not just scientists, but everyone.